Welcome to Music and Arts 7 Quarter 2 Week 1 Part 2 Performing Arts, Vocal Music, and Sugidanon and Sulukan. As a global citizen, let's celebrate our differences and respect diversity. Lesson Focus Sugidanon, Epic Chanting of Panay Bukidnon and Sulukan, Vocal Music of Indonesia. Establishing Lesson Purpose Guess the picture game. Learn the function of these mathematical symbols, as you can see, and explore visual literacy. Number one, clue. Well done. It's Indonesia, the largest country in Southeast Asia. It is located off the coast of mainland Southeast Asia in the Indian and Pacific Oceans. Number two, so remember these mathematical symbols. Yes, you are going to add. So you have to think of a word or a syllable with these clue, with these images, and then you have to add them all to create a new word. Okay, let me give you a clue. I'm pretty sure you know that. Well done. It's Panay Bukidnon. The Panay Bukidnons, also known as Suludnon, Halawudnon, or Panayanon Sulod, are the Tumandok or native or indigenous dwellers of the more interior portions of Panay Island. Aside from the Panay Bukidnons of Iloilo, other communities of Panay Bukidnons may also be found in Capiz, Aklan, and Antique. Let's move to the next. Let me give you a clue. Oh, there's no clue. So the answer is yes. This is a shoe. You have to add this syllable gi plus da. Shoe gi da plus noon equal sugidanon. The term Sugidanon may mean epic chanting or storytelling depending on usage. The Sugidanon are long narratives reflecting the existing customary laws, beliefs, practices, and values of the Panay Bukidnon ancestors. Then here's another one. Very good. Epic. An epic poem, or simply an epic, is a lengthy narrative poem, typically about the extraordinary deeds of extraordinary characters who, in dealings with gods or other superhuman forces, gave shape to the mortal universe for their descendants. Developing and deepening of understanding. Learning objective. Detail the commonalities of Iloilo Panay Bukidnon Sugidanon epic chanting with Indonesian Sulukan vocal music. Sugidanon or Sugidanon. The Panay Bukidnon Sugidanon is reputed by some scholars as probably the longest published epic because it has 10 parts in 13 volumes. There are also famous long epics such as the Darangen of Mindanao and the Ulalim of Kalinga. The Sugidanon of Panay in central Philippines contains the beliefs, character traits, life ways, and practices of the central Panay indigenous people. The Panay Bukidnon epics. Tikom or Tikong Kadlom, Amborukay, Derikaryong Pada, Balanakon, Kalampay, Pahagunong, Sinagnayan, Humadapnon, Nagbuhis, Alayaw. So this is an example of an epic chanter or the Managsugidanon. Activity. Concept mapping Sugidanon. Through the use of the map template, write a word inside each box or space which you think is associated with learning Sugidanon from the video that you have just watched. Your teacher will guide you. And these are the sample answers. Guide questions. Number one, Why did you choose to write that word, term, or phrase? Number 2. How are the words, terms, phrases you wrote relevant to Sugidanon? Number 3. What are the characteristics of Sugidanon or epic chanting? Here is an important information. The Manog Sugidanon is the chanter who chants or who does the storytelling Sugidanon. And they use the language, most of them, they use the language Kinaraya or Ligbok. These are the dialects of Panay Island or Panay people. Done by a Manog Sugidanon or the epic chanter, the Sugidanon demonstrates the collective expressions of the Panay Bukidnon community, told in Kinaraya and Ligbok, two of the many languages in Panay Sugidanon, may be approached by singing it calmly, using pangalimog or humming. So again, humming or pangalimog. Another approach of Sugidanon may be done loudly. Phrasing is done longer. Pangalimog is done livelier. A third approach in doing Sugidanon is through its traditional form, which is the pangalimog is performed with repeated lines. Let's do some activity. Group sharing and discussion. The teacher will divide the students into 8 groups to discuss their thought process regarding Sugidanon. A collective discussion may follow to summarize the insights of students in the class. The teacher may point out the significant points raised by the students and highlight how other Southeast Asian countries may have similar practices. What do you think are the main function of Sugidanon in the Iloilo Panay Bukidnon community? Why is it important for us to learn the expressive culture of Panay Bukidnons? And how is Sugidanon as an oral tradition play a role in our understanding of the largest indigenous community in Western Visayas, the Panay Bukidnon indigenous peoples? Here are the possible answers from the students. Characteristics of the Iloilo Panay Bukidnon Sugidanon. In the Panay Bukidnon epics, the seas and rivers were the pathways of the people. The sakayan or the boat was their means of transportation. The Gibwangan, the mouth of the river, was their home or place of abode. There were actually 7 Gibwangan. There's Gibungan, Kapingan, Suba, Kapinyungan, the abode of Dampig Pilyo. There's Gibungan, Kasilangan, Suba, nga Pangalkagan, the abode of Sinagnayan. Gibungan, Kaburukya, Isubang, Gilagila, the abode of Paglambuhan. Gibungan, Kabunlay, Subang, Banay-Banay, owned by Patugasnon, father of Balanakon. Gibungan, Kapanay, Subang, Alay-Alay, territory of Burulakaw, father of Hubadapnon. Gibungan, Kabanggaan, Subang, Balanbanan, abode of Sarandihon, and Gibungan, Kahandag, Kahalawod, Subang, Taob-Taob, abode of Pabuaya, the father of Labaw-Dungon. Let's now move from the Philippines to, you know where? Indonesia. And let's talk about Sulukan. Wayang Kulit. Wayang Kulit is a traditional form of shadow puppetry originally found in the cultures of Java and Bali in Indonesia. In a Wayang Kulit performance, the puppet figures are rear projected on a taut linen screen with a coconut oil light. If the Philippines have Sugidanon as an example form of vocal music or chanting, other countries in Southeast Asia also have other forms of vocal music as part of their expressive culture. If the Philippines have Sugidanon as an example form of vocal music or chanting, other countries in Southeast Asia, they also have other forms of vocal music as part of their expressive culture. For example, in Malaysia, there's Dundang Sayang or the songs of affection. So let's try to listen to Dundang Sayang. In Cambodia, there's Ayay or the musical repartee. And of course, vocal traditions of North and South Lao, respectively. What do you know about this country and can you tell their expressive culture? Are you familiar with this one? Can anyone tell me which country map are we looking at? Has anyone ever been to Indonesia? If so, what memorable experiences can you share to the class? What struck you the most about Indonesia? What do you know about the culture and arts of Indonesia? Is anyone familiar with the term wayang kulit? Can you please tell me more about it? What about sulukan? Benika Tunggal Ika. Earlier, we had a glimpse of wayang kulit or a shadow puppet theater performance from Java, Indonesia. The Indonesian national motto, Bhinneka Tunggal Ika, or Unity in Diversity, refers to the extraordinary diversity of the Indonesian population that has emerged from the ongoing confluence of peoples, languages, and cultures. Here are facts about Indonesia, and this is from Wikipedia. Thank you, Wikipedia. First, there are at least 1,340 recognized ethnic groups in Indonesia. That's a lot, right? Let's go back. Indonesia is home to over 700 living languages spoken, which makes them second most linguistically diverse nation globally. There is also the performance of the Sulukan. Sulukan, oh, here we go again. We need to go back. I apologize for that. Sulukan is a mastermind vocal song that gives a certain atmosphere effects in a wayang show, which has a very important role as a maker, sweetener, amplifier, and a builder of a scene or builder of a scene. If the Philippines have Sugidanon as a form of epic storytelling, Indonesia, through its wayang kulit or shadow puppet theater, have the mood setting of the Sulukan. Questions. What have you noticed in the performance? How does the Sulukan function in the wayang kulit? The Sulukan in wayang kulit functions as mood-setting music, played during the transitions between scenes or played during transitions between scenes. It helps convey emotions, enhances the atmosphere, and guides the audience through the shifts in the storyline. Sulukan, a traditional oral narrative from Indonesia, serves as a vital expression of cultural identity, weaving together the beliefs, values, and historical experiences of the community. It plays a critical role in preserving heritage through storytelling that resonates across generations. And here's another activity, the Buzz Trio. Your teacher will read this to you and will give you action. And she or he will also be explaining to you the guidelines. Sheets will be given to you by your teacher as well. And here we go. These are the possible answers. Making generalizations, learners' takeaways through an activity, sketch notes, and concept maps. So this will also be explained by your teacher. Commonalities of Iloilo Panay Bukidnon Sugidanon or epic chanting with Indonesia Sulukan vocal music. Oral tradition. Both are passed down through oral transmission, preserving cultural heritage, stories, and values. Narrative function. Sugidanon and Sulukan help narrate stories. So they both narrate stories. Sugidanon tells epic tales of heroes and myths of the Panay Bukidnon, while Sulukan accompanies the Wayang Kulit, guiding the audience through transitions in the plot. In terms of cultural identity, they both play significant roles in maintaining the cultural identity of their respective communities. They are integral to ceremonies and rituals, serving as links between generations. In musical elements, while both involve vocalization, Sugidanon is primarily a form of epic chanting with a focus on storytelling. So when we say chanting, the tune doesn't really matter that much because it can be changed, right? Whereas Sulukan uses vocal music to set the mood for wayang kulit performances. In spiritual significance, both forms are deeply tied to spirituality, reflecting the community's beliefs, cosmology, and connection to the divine or ancestral spirits. And now we're down to our visual literacy game. Look at the screen and tell me what you see. You can elaborate it if you want. This is a shadow puppetry. Number two. Oh, the dance. Do you know what dance is that? And how about these? It's about storytelling. Oh, the clothing. What they call that kind of clothing. And what country is this for number five? Well done, everyone. See you tomorrow.